So in this video, we're looking at the ethics and legalities nursing class. And one of your big assignments is an annotated bibliography. So there's all kinds of wonderful things, but how do you find these 5 peer-reviewed journal articles related to nursing ethics? So I'm going to go into the library databases here, and I'm approaching it by going through articles and databases, and the subject that we know that we're dealing with here is nursing. And this is something where I think subject headings are going to come in handy. So we're in CINAHL, and if I just put in ethics, I'm just going to start very broadly and see how, when I look at how ethics are referred to in a database like this, it's a controlled vocabulary. So if I click on ethics nursing, all my articles are going to be about ethics nursing. It changes the search. And then say I decided to look at end of life, nursing ethics at the end of life. And I'll just run this search. So we're down to 101. And I'm going to take a quick look at this one because, once again, I know I have the right term for ethics nursing, but I'm not sure about end of life. Like, is that what they call it in this database? So I'll actually pop into legal ethics. And it's actually terminal care ethical institute, ethical issues. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to say I actually am looking for terminal care. And you could change the field to be the word, the exact major subject heading. Okay. So when I run this search, I've gotten a very specific number of articles, and I'm going to recommend that you check the full text so that you don't get frustrated by not being able to find the full text of the article. It's not that we couldn't get you anything through interlibrary loan that you find using these databases, but since there's so much on a topic as broad as this, and I'm going to bring it up, although for the purposes of an annotated bibliography, it may be interesting to see what was published back in the 80s, but for the purposes of this assignment, I'm looking at things in the last 10 years. And then, of course, you have a lot of results here. And just so you know, pretty much everything in CINAHL is going to be peer-reviewed and scholarly. It's the nature of the database. Every now and then, if you're ever in doubt about what makes something peer-reviewed, let's just look at an article for a moment here. I'm going to, relational ethics and everyday practice. I'm just going to select this article. It does say it's an academic journal, but some of the qualities of an academic, this is, it looks like it's a case history, but usually a scholarly article will tell you who the authors are. You don't see that in magazine articles often. And at the end, within the article, there's going to be in-site citations. So this right here, they're saying, although the care of cancer patients involves professionals from several health disciplines, nurses are the largest body of healthcare providers who work with oncology patients on an hour-to-hour basis. So they're making this claim, and where are they basing that claim on? And it's from the research of McClellan, Ulrich, Lassiter, Shamus, and Helft in 2013. So then when you go down to the citations at the end, every scholarly article is going to have citations. It'll be arranged, there's the citation to which they referred. So if you wanted to check that fact or check the methodology of a case study, for example, you can always go and look this up in the journal Cancer Nursing. So that's just a little bit about using CINAHL to find results, to find articles on ethics in nursing, and the secret is finding the right subject terms. And that what I do is I start with a keyword search, and that sometimes sometimes the wording changes too. But like here, this is on terminally ill patients, terminal care, ethical issues. So, but ethics in nursing is a big tip off. Finally, CINAHL is a fabulous database. As an advanced nursing student, though, don't be afraid to begin to experiment in Medline Plus. The interface looks really similar, but the collection of articles underneath, there's going to be some overlap, but it's actually a different silo of information in different databases. So ethics. And CINAHL, it's less necessary to put nursing because CINAHL is a nursing database. Medline covers a much broader medical professions. And so once again, I'm just going to select one. And this article actually looks like an example of an article that would not be a scholarly article. And I'm just pointing out the difference here a little bit. The reason that made me think that it's not scholarly is it's kind of colorful. It's got big graphics on it. And it might have some citations, but there's no, there are references, but this does not look like a really scholarly article. You can see where it's published. The source is Beginnings, American Holistic Nurses Association. It could be there's nothing wrong with that source, but depending on the how strict you want to be about what's counting as a clinical peer-reviewed article, my guess is that might not fit all the criteria. If you have questions, never hesitate to contact a librarian. I'm going to go back to the library for just a second here. And at the library's homepage, on the right-hand side, there's a help box. You can chat us. You can also make a one-on-one research consultation. Don't spin your wheels.